Hello everyone, I'm back with a new video that is the part 2, the explanation of the Assam history. In the previous video, I have talked or I have explained about the origin of the name Assam, how it came to be known as we call it in the present. So I have given some different point or some different opinions related to this form, and many of the explanation were related to the mythological origination. But nevertheless, here let me explain about the traditional rulers of ancient Assam. But before that, let me tell you that in this video, I'm not going to explain all the traditional rulers in one video because it is not fair. It is not fair to explain all the rulers in this one video itself because it takes a lot of time or it takes a lot of the in-depth study to briefly explain about them. In this first, I would like to talk about the Mahiranga Danava, which we know the ancient or the earliest, or the earliest ancient Assam belonging to known Aryan lineage king with its capital at the Mairang, as identified with a hill called the Mairang Parvatavati. So here we find about the Kiratachi. They are the Hatakasura, Sambarasura, Ratnasura, and the Ghatakasura. We have no other opinion, but let me just show you the names here. So here when we talk about the Ghatakasura, we know that he was described as the ruler of the Kirata, and he was a kind of powerful king, and but he was killed by Naraka, founder of a new line of kings. And here and here it's the same. We'll talk about Naraka. So mentioned in both the epics to Kalika Purana and the Harivamsa have also the detailed account on his life and career. Before that, let me just shortly tell you about the Bhauma. It's a Bhauma dynasty, is a second legendary dynasty of Pragjyotisa after the Dhanava dynasty, and Narakasura established this dynasty, and his descendants Bhagadatta and Vajradatta are first mentioned in the epics Mahabharata and the Ramayana. Do not worry, I will explain to you about Bhagadatta and the Vajradatta kings in the later video. Right now, let me just focus on Narakasura, his life history, his incidences, and his activities, and all his deeds and all his legacies will be explained here. So let's move. So here in the Narakasura, what we find is that he was believed to have been left on the sacrificial ground of King Janaka of Videha. Remember, these things are all related to mythological context. We have no other option rather than to learn this, and we have to learn about this fact because this is exam oriented. So here what we find is that when he was just 16 years old, he was brought up in his court along with the royal princess, and goddess Prithvi impersonated herself as a nurse, which is known as the Katyani, and looked to the child's upbringing. He was endowed with excellent personality, and this welcomed the envious attitude from all the other powerful kings and also the family members and the parents who brought him up. Now, subsequently, where he came, here he became the ruler of Pragjyotisa and defeating Ghatakasura, which is known to be the Kirata king, and he met his capital at Pragjyotispur, and he made it hard for anyone to get access to his kingdom. Okay, and he's known to have married King Vidarbha's daughter Maya. He was greatly favored by Vishnu and taught him the worship of goddess Kamakya. In the later video, we'll know about how this incident of Kamakya, how the all the story related to the Kamakya will be explained in the next slide. So, under the guidance of Banasura, the king of Sonitpur, he grew arrogant and irreligious. So, after knowing that he wanted to make goddess Kamakya as his wife, And for this, Goddess Kamakya had made an agreement with him that he should erect a temple for her on the Nilachal hill, okay, on the Nilachal hill, and excavate a tank and construct a road to the temple, that is in a single night. That was a huge challenge. But yes, in order to get in order to get Goddess Kamakya, he even was almost about to complete the construction of the temple, but the goddess Kamakya, seeing at these incidences, she met a cock to crow signaling the approach of dawn and ended her promise to marry him. And this made Naraka grew in anger, and thus he slew the cock. Thus this incident came to be known as the Kukura Katha, and this place is even present right now. So in the Assamese word, when we talk about this, we can divide into two words. That is kukura, that is a kata. Kukura, it is a cock, and kata means like killing, or it's like a slain. So here, again, Narakasura is believed to have stole the chhatra. We can say the umbrella of god Varuna. Here in the left picture, we can see the topmost here. What? Here, in the topmost, we can see the chhatra, or we can say the umbrella. Okay, and the golden earrings of Aditi, the mother of the gods. I'm really sorry for these golden earrings of Aditi. I have not found anywhere for this picture. Just remember this, that he had stolen the golden earrings of Aditi and also the chhatra, that is umbrella of god Varuna. Now, seeing all these atrocities of Naraka made the Dwarka, we can see this place, that is in Gujarat, and Lord Krishna killed him and placed his son Bhagadatta. This is the second king we will explain on the next slide. On the next video. That means he was made on the throne. And the Vishnu Purana also mentioned how his capital, here the Naraka's capital, was well defended on all the sides and protected by Muru, his general. But Krishna later on cut his way through with his discus and slew Muru and his sons. He then entered the city and slayed thousands of Daityas and engaged in terrible combat with Narakasura and cleft in twain by a single blow of his deadly weapon, and recovered the stolen golden earrings, okay, and sent 16,000 girls imprisoned in his harem, that is in Narakasura's harem, together with even the 14,000 elephants and his horses, to his own home in Dwaraka. It is in the present place, Gujarat. So what we find here is that the Narakasura is in a mythological context. He was a king who wanted to have a divinity power. Like in the example, we can say how he wanted to marry Kamakya, which we believed that she was the mother goddess. And later we have seen that how he has stolen the chhatra of god Varuna and also the earrings of the goddess Aditi. Here we can find that he has the lineage of non-Aryans. He wanted to destroy the legacy of the Aryans. Okay, let me conclude this video with these short facts. Okay, just summarize it. In number one, the first fact is that Hayagriva was Narakasura's commander-in-chief. This is a fact you need to remember. And Muru, yes, in the previous slide we have seen how Muru was the defender of the capital of Pragjotisa. Okay, he was under the king Narakasura's rule. And in second, Narakasura led the foundation of the famous Bhauma dynasty, that is Naraka dynasty. We have seen this too in the previous slides, from which all the ruling dynasties of Pragjotisa trace their descent. So with this short video or explanation, I have given you the most required knowledge or facts about Narakasura and how the earliest king Mahiranga Danava is related to all this picture. Okay, then this is how I have concluded. And yes, thank you, and stay tuned for the next video.